just have to connect this one. Class, feature app. Alright. Then just have to put our app name here. So we'll have my multi-feature app. Alright. Oh, sorry. So we have to find this error. D25. Wait. Alright, it's in 25. Alright. Then in 12. And of course in 31. And of course in 38, we'll have to change this. Alright. Just have to do this 15. Right, and of course day 23. Alright. We only have one error here. This one. In edit text, so we'll have to find this. Okay. So in this example, I connected the XML elements using Find View by ID. So this one. And added a click event for button, this one. When the user types their name and of course presses a button, the title updates with a personalized greeting. Through this, I learned how Java handles UI interactions and how important it is to link design elements with backend logic. Now, we'll have to proceed to part 4, the testing the app. Let's run the app on the emulator. As you can see, the layout we designed appears exactly as we planned. Simple, clean, and functional. So let's run this. Just have to click the debug first. Alright, so there you have it. This step taught me the importance of testing every feature regularly to catch layout or logic issues early. And since we're done to part 4, let's proceed to part 5, the reflection and learnings. While developing this project, I learned that designing in Android Studio is not just about aesthetics. It's about combining functionality and user experience. Working with Java improved my understanding of how event listeners, XML layouts, and activity lifecycles work together. It also reminded me how crucial clean code and organized layouts are for scalability and readability. So I think that would be all for today's tutorial. I really hope that you learned something from it. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe and comment Java code below. What UI should I design next? Thanks for watching. Bye!